Saturday. Welcome to the new GrowMoringa Collective here in Plant City. I'm Kendrick Henry, your local moringa expert. We're live on Instagram as well as YouTube and LinkedIn and all of the social media sites. Happy Saturday. We're growing moringa and we have lots of really great news to share with you about our new initiative. It's called the GrowMoringa Collective. And thank you very much for joining us today. Everyone, we're going to go ahead and put this on the new GrowMoringa Collective website so that way people can see some free content of how to grow moringa. And today, we're going to start with drinking some moringa tea. It's really light today, just kind of got it in there. You can see it's got some leaves, some moringa leaves. We have loose leaf moringa as well as powdered moringa inside here. Beautiful tea. Let's go ahead and get started. Thank you. Oh, wow. That's amazing. If you have any questions at any time, just let me know. And we see here everyone's coming through right now. Welcome. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday, everybody. This is great. You can reach me if you have any questions. My number's here. Let's see if we can turn it just a second. And it's also in the link in the bio. You can go to growmoringa.com/Kendrick Henry. So go to my new website, growmoringa.com/Kendrick Henry. That has my links where you can reach every part of the business and where we're going and transitioning to, because we're making lots of changes. One thing that's constant in business and in life is change. And wonderfully, we are changing. We're changing with the times. We're changing with the weather and the seasons. We're changing and growing with the moringa trees. We recently came across some new information. Some new info. Because we're talking with lots of large-scale growers, farmers, they're giving us some really good insight as to the industry, farming industry, agricultural industry. We're talking regenerative agriculture. You can see this here. This is mostly our main topic, is talking regenerative agriculture. And why? Because moringa is a pioneer plant. And because we grow moringa as a pioneer plant, it also helps to mitigate soils. It helps to regenerate soils. It helps to establish farms. It helps to get things going. It helps to get the microbes and the soil built so that way you can start planting other things. If you start your farm with moringa, then you'll be much more successful, faster. And everyone's here coming in. Thanks, Shauna, for coming by from Las Vegas. Wonderful. And we're talking, definitely want to bring up our conversation that we had yesterday. Last night after I got off the phone, actually, I made a bunch of notes. So I have a bunch of notes for us today. Just kind of sat last night with some incense and some candles. And it was full moon, so we were just kind of, and even tonight we're going to be having a full moon ceremony. And even tomorrow night is another full moon ceremony. So we're just getting into the writing, we're manifesting, we're creating the future that we want right here. And I'm going live pretty much every Saturday. Pretty soon we're going to be going live in the collective, so that way we can have full-length 2-hour live conversations with anybody that wants to join the collective. And that's why we're here. We want to talk about why did we recently just kind of shift gears with the cooperative as well as Numa. Everyone here possibly may know of Numa Farms, Numa Nursery, and the Moringa Growers Co-op. So we just kind of changed the name from Numa to the GrowMoringa Collective. We're just shifting names because I kept getting calls every single day about palm trees or about Walter's viburnum or other things. Hey, do you have vegetables or this and that? And honestly, the only thing that I've been selling for the past 7 years is moringa. And when I started the name Numa Nursery in 2014, 2014, so 6-7 years ago, I was thinking about having a ton of plants. And I started working for a nursery, actually, here at this particular location. In this location, 7 years ago, I started working here for a wonderful family, a nursery family that's been in the industry and in the area for 20 years, 30 years, now probably 40 years. When I met them and started working for them, they gave me some really great advice because I was just getting my hands into the nursery business. I started my nursery myself, and they were gifting me with plants every single day. They were having me come by, and I was working for tables or for irrigation equipment or for pots or for soil. And that's how I built my nursery up in the first 2 years as I was going to school, architecture school at USF. So I wanted to do all kinds of plants. You know, I wanted to have plants. Of course, I was super excited. I want to have all kinds of things. But they quickly told me that if I wanted to become a successful farmer and nurseryman, that I needed to get my top 5. You know, get your 5. And so I had recently just heard of the moringa tree about a year prior, and I hadn't really seen it much at all. Just kind of saw it in memes and little things, and I heard that it was a complete protein, and heard that it was tons of iron and fiber and could help with my condition. At the time, I was severely sick as well. I had suffered from onset Crohn's disease and also irritable bowel syndrome for 13 years at that point. So I knew I needed to make a change with my health. I wanted to do a business that was plants and health and herbs. I was studying to be an herbalist. And so they told me to get my 5. I started with moringa, and that day when I said, hey, you know what, guys? I want to grow moringa. They said, hey, we have some moringa trees in the back corner here that we haven't sold yet. We had 500, we're down to 80. You can have the rest. And that was the birth of the Moringa Growers Co-op. Essentially, at that time, I started planting those 80 moringa trees around town, around the Tampa Bay area. Every single day I would go around knocking on doors. Hey, would you like to plant a moringa tree? Would you like me to plant a moringa tree in your backyard? What? What do you mean? For what? Well, it's food. I'm doing this service for free, so that way one day I can come back and be able to harvest the tree. I love that the tree is behind me. And they said, that's nuts. Sure, you can plant it in my backyard. So I did that around town, got established, started visiting the places, started going to farmers markets, and started selling the moringa material that I had collected from the people that I just knocked on their doors, and started building up a reputation for harvesting and grabbing trees, grabbing material, and then reselling it at the farmers market. That was kind of like my main get up and go, was getting things going at the farmers market. So here we are several years later, about 7 years later, and I'm making some changes. I haven't been to the farmers market in about a year. When things shut down, I went pretty much online. Most of my customers are here in the Tampa Bay area. They actually still come to the farm. If at any time you want to come to the farm, we're open 10 to 2. We're open 10 to 2 pretty much every day, Monday through Sunday. Just give me a ring, just give me a text, let me know you're coming by. Because like right now, even I'm live and someone could show up, but I haven't had anybody text me saying that they were coming by until by 11 or 12. So I was like, I can get a live video in early here. So I'm here drinking some moringa tea. If you have any questions about moringa at any time, just let me know. I would love to answer any of your questions. As I'm kind of going through the story here, I'm just letting everybody know that I'm available. I'm on a new platform called GrowMoringa.com. You can find it at the link in the bio there. And that's pretty much my site where you can find out what I'm doing. So